Let's now, though, get the inside track on a business tale that's all about looking after man's best friend. We're talking about dogs, and in particular the food that we give to them.
Well, Different Dog is a company that sells fresh food. It's tailored for your pooch. It delivers to customers' doors, and it's apparently even edible by the pet's owners.
We might even have a go. So this is a case of, is this a case of bone appetite? Or are they barking up the wrong tree? I can't take any more. Let's
just introduce the guest.
Alex Thurstan, co-founder of Different Dog. Alex, tell us what inspired you to start this up.
Well, Different Dog is all about changing dogs' lives, making them healthier and happier. And it was born out of the realization that dogs fed a heavily processed diet weren't necessarily very healthy. My husband was working in the pet food industry about 4 years ago, and he came home one day and we're just around the kitchen table, and he was really concerned by what he'd seen that day in a factory that made a lot of dog food, and it didn't really sit well with our family values of home-cooked natural food. And at the same time, we just got our puppy, our little working cocker, Crumble, and I was doing a bit of research on canine health and was quite shocked to see the huge increase in obesity and diabetes and other conditions linked to diet. So we thought, well, let's start cooking for Crumble ourselves.
So you say, let's start cooking for Crumble ourselves. This is you and your husband. You have 3 young boys as well. You're a very busy household. You make it sound so easy, but I imagine it was quite difficult, was it?
It was definitely an exciting time. We literally cooked.
That's the positive spin, isn't it?
It is. And the good thing is the processes we use are exactly the same processes as we used to cook for our children and the family as a whole.
Do they eat dog food, your children? Or?
No, they have occasionally said, "Mummy, is this the dog food?" I say no. But yes, the processes are very, very similar. And the food we use in the dog food is all human grade food. Obviously, canine nutrition is very different to human nutrition. So we have a fantastic pet nutritionist and vet to make sure there is the optimum nutrients within the food to make a dog thrive.
And now you've got 5 chefs churning out this stuff. I'm just assuming it's very expensive, is it?
Well, no. I mean, the great thing about our product, it's very nutrient rich.
I'll open one of those.
Yeah, so we've got our Paw Fit Picnic here.
Okay, so it looks very different to dog food.
It looks great.
That we would.
That looks like a couscous salad to me.
Yeah, it looks like something you might pick up in your lunch hour.
Well, it's all 60% meat, and the great thing is that because, as I was saying, it's very nutrient rich. A pot like this could last a good 4 or 5 days
Alex,
for a small dog.
We can show it to camera too.
And see what. It's 75 pence a day for a small dog.
It starts from 75 pence a day. And for the average dog, it's about the same price as a cup of coffee. So giving your dog a really good hit of fresh natural food every day, which has been linked to increased health, it's a small price to pay.
Now, Corin and I both have dogs. I've got a big black lab, and so I buy bulk dried food. It's easy to store, it doesn't smell, it lasts for a couple of months. I mean, I'm assuming if I've got to buy the equivalent for my black lab, that's a lot of food. Do you have to store it in a fridge? How does that work?
Well, actually, the great thing about our model is because it's a subscription model, we deliver it straight to your door at a time that suits you. Therefore, we can send it in 2-week intervals or 4-week intervals. It is stored in the fridge for 5 days, but it primarily comes frozen. Therefore, you have it in the freezer first. So you've got both the option of the fridge and the freezer.
What have you actually noticed discernible health effects on the dogs that have been eating this compared to, say, an entirely processed diet out of a can or a bag?
A huge difference. We constantly get customers saying how much our food has changed their dogs' lives. And that could be to do with skin and coat improvements, digestive issues, just healthier and happier dogs.
And how do you monitor these differences?
We speak to our customers on a daily basis. We get updates. Whenever a customer rings us with an issue, a concern they have about their dog, we always refer them to our vet first.
And what's the demand like? Because I must admit, we're asking our viewers today, how much do you spend on your pet? The pet market is massive, isn't it? I find people, when it comes to their pets, they really spoil them.
Well, hugely, and there's been a huge increase in the kind of humanisation of our animals. So they're no longer seeing just as animals, they are parts of the family, and everyone wants to include them in the home.
Alex, thank you.
Did you have turkey lunch on Christmas
We had
Day?
a fantastic festive feast.
I think all the dogs in the country want to come and stay at your house. Alex Thurstan, thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much.
We will try it during this VT.